Mickey Martin, my arse. I'll tell you something now. Canvassing for Fianna Fáil is like canvassing for the Nazi Party. They fucking hate us. They blame us for everything. They're blaming us for the big freeze. And you can't get anyone to go out? Sure, why would they?
How will we do you think?
Stop. We're going to lose the seat. That's it.
I need the blue shirts on.
Hundreds of them fuckers. They're everywhere.
I see their posters everywhere. But I suppose this is their big chance.
Still, there's something wrong. Their tails aren't up.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Well, men, Sonny, Paddy, you take a drop, Paddy. You look like you could do with it.
No, thanks, Sean. I'm going shortly now.
You're out, I see.
There's a few of us. You're out in style yourselves.
Oh, we're out all right, but I don't know.
What do you not know? Have you not been watching the television or reading the papers for the past 2 years? Fianna Fáil is fucked.
We might all be fucked.
What are you talking about? Should they blaming us for everything?
Look, I know it looks perfect, but there's something wrong.
What?
Well, you know the way the papers are blaming you for everything.
Yes.
Well, the people are blaming us as well.
How could they be blaming ye?
They know fucking well that our crowd would have done exactly the same thing.
Is that what they're saying?
That's what they're thinking. Look, I've been at this a long time. Do you know what I think? I think they're sick of the whole lot of us.
Well, they're definitely sick of us. And Cowan, and now Martin. And I'm sick of the fuckers myself.
Well, bad and all as Cowan was, and he wasn't great in fairness, but did you ever see the likes of Killy?
Never.
What is it about him at all?
He's a little bollocks. And mammy's by. You'd think butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. And there's one of them in every small Irish town. Which is the way you breathe them in young Fine Gael. And the thing is, everyone knows one of them, and everyone hates the fucker.
I suppose. It must be something.
That's it. But listen, what did you think of our great leader, Mr. Cowan?
God help us. Jesus, at least he was a bit of crack.
He's a fucking amateur. We thought he was the brains behind Bertie. Brains my arse. And look what we got. What is it at all?
Between ourselves, they're all a bunch of gobshites.
Every single one of them. How did it come to this?
Well, we should know. We canvassed for them and got them elected.
Why can't we have someone like Blair or Clinton? Someone that can talk.
Is there anybody like Blair or Clinton in Fianna Fáil? Because there's certainly nobody like them in Fine Gael.
Diddles the one. In fact, there's nothing at all sexy or charismatic about Fianna Fáil.
Why couldn't we have someone like Sarkozy or Carla Bruni?
Or Berlusconi, huh? That'll get their minds after the recession. There's no one blaming Berlusconi for the recession. They have more important things on their minds. Jeez, how he was great like that. He kept them distracted for years with his activities.
Stop. They were the days.
Will you ever forget it?
C.J. Haughey and Garrett the Good.
'Twas like something out of the Bible. Look, you had Haughey, a dark night.
A bad motherfucker.
A bad motherfucker is right, but with special powers.
A holy terror.
Terror was one of them.
All the people are afraid of now is that little clothes. What the fuck has happened to us at all? Do you know what I think? What's after happening now is of biblical proportions. But there's no biblical types to deal with it.
Well, that's for fucking sure. Do you know what frightens the shit out of me?
What?
No one seems to know fuck all about anything anymore.
The politicians.
Don't mind the politicians. Sure, we know the politicians know fuck all. I'm talking about the people. The real people.
Did you ever see them so bad?
Never.
Even before the free education, people made it their business to know what was going on.
I went into a crowd tonight, and they didn't even know there was an election on at all, and didn't care. And when I tried to hand a leaflet to one of them, he told me to fuck off. What do you think of that?
Well, every house I visited tonight was either climate change, anti-globalisation, gay rights, hang the bankers, or anti-EU. They know we're fucked economically, but they don't want to know anything about it.
Another lad called me a Fianna Fáiler wanker.
Ah, that's nasty now. Did you notice there's an awful lot of nasty language around? I had a few fucks and a few shits as well.
Don't be talking. I had the whole gaboot. They were all fucking and blinded. Isn't it terrible?
Shocking to the world.
They know more about the X Factor now than they know about the EU.
You've put your finger on it there. They're watching all that shit in the television. They think everything is about entertainment.
Wait till Lidl closes. That'll wake the fuckers up. So what's going to happen at all?
Well, we're going to win, simply because we've a presence on the ground and we're not Fianna Fáil.
What about Labour and the Shillers?
Well, if they had a presence on the ground, they'd clean up, but they don't, so they won't.
I'm sure that'll suit Fine Gealer.
Still need Labour to form a government.
And will they buy into the bailout now after all Gilmore's talk?
Don't mind Gilmore. He's full of wind and piss. They'll moan and they'll groan and they'll take the medicine and the money and the pensions. Wait and you see. Anyway, they can blame me for it all.
I can hear Joan Burton now on Morning Ireland, ranting and raving about Fianna Fáil.
But don't you see the problem?
What problem? Sure, you're sucking diesel. What problem are you talking about?
For fuck's sake, Paddy. In a couple of weeks' time, the Irish people are going to look at the television and realise that the only thing between themselves and the abyss is Enda Kenny.